In this video, I will be discussing the components which comprise the 12 astrological zodiac signs. Now, each of these 12 zodiac signs is comprised of one of 4 elements, one of 3 modalities, and one of 2 polarities. The first of the 4 elements is that of fire, and the 3 astrological fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Some of the characteristics of fire and fire signs are that they are action-oriented. They have a vitality about them, a certain joie de vivre. They are creative. They can be very passionate about whatever it is that they may be involved in. They tend to be inspirational and can have a sort of infectious enthusiasm or optimism about them. Fire signs can be assertive and bold. They can have a sense of confidence about them and possess leadership skills. They know how to stand in their own personal power and have somewhat of an adventurous spirit about them and like to explore new things. They also can have somewhat of an independent streak. The second astrological element is that of Earth. The 3 Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Some of the characteristics of Earth is that they tend to be responsible and dependable. They're stable and grounded. They like to have 2 feet both on the ground and tend to gravitate towards situations that they believe will bring them security. They tend to be loyal and hardworking. Earth signs can be very practical and down to earth. They can be detail-oriented and very patient, even in working with things that are detail-oriented. They can find that they are very good with working with material things, things of the earth, and with nurturing and growing things, such as in growing plants. And because they are so good with working with physical things, they can find that they are very good at manifesting things in physical reality. The next astrological element is that of air, and the 3 air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Some of the characteristics of air signs are they tend to be very mental, intelligent, and intellectual. They can be analytical and logical in their approach, very objective, and can tend to be somewhat detached and aloof. Air signs can be social and witty. They can enjoy social situations where they get to interact with a lot of other people. They can be good storytellers and writers. They tend to be curious and inquisitive and like to learn all they can about things. But they also can tend to be restless and anxious, but also free-spirited. The fourth and final element is that of water. The 3 astrological water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And some of the characteristics of those with a lot of water energy is that they can be very emotional empathic. They can tend to be very compassionate and caring towards others, nurturing, and sentimental. Water signs can be very intuitive or psychic. They may possess artistic abilities and be good at using their imagination. They tend to be deep and hence very introspective. They go within themselves and have no problem exploring the realms of the subconscious or even the spiritual realms. However, they also tend to be very private and can be somewhat withdrawn. Next, we are going to examine the 3 astrological modalities. Now, simply put, a modality is simply a way of being. The first modality is the cardinal modality, and Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn are the 4 signs that exhibit this modality. Now, these signs each fall at the start of a new season. The Aries in spring, Cancer in summer, Libra in autumn, and Capricorn in winter in the Northern Hemisphere. So each of these signs tends to be good at initiating things, starting new things, coming up with new ideas, new projects. They can be ambitious and taking action towards those things that they've come up with, those ideas. They can be trailblazers. However, signs in the cardinal modality can sometimes lack follow through on those ideas and projects. They can be impulsive and sometimes a little too hasty. They can lack patience and maybe be a little bit domineering sometimes. The second astrological modality is the fixed modality. The signs exhibiting this modality are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Each of these signs fall at the middle of a season. Their qualities can be that they are consistent, focused, stable. They have endurance. They can be loyal and responsible. Fixed modality energy exhibits inner strength, determination, and tenacity. Can also tend to be stubborn, wanting to preserve what is going on already, and they can be accumulative. The third astrological modality is the mutable modality. And the 4 mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Each of these signs fall at the end of a season during the time period that we often refer to as the changing seasons. So the mutable modality tends to be changeable, adaptable. They can be versatile and flexible, an ability to adjust to changing situations and environments. Mutable signs can be easygoing. They find it easy to go with the flow. They can be communicative and resourceful. However, they can also tend towards restlessness, being somewhat scattered and easily distracted. The signs of the zodiac are considered to be of one of two polarities. And the first of these polarities is the Yang polarity. All of the fire and the air signs belong to this polarity. So that includes the signs of Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. These signs are considered to be the masculine signs. They are active or proactive. They are more extroverted and are more open in their expression. Yang signs are also assertive. They are expansive. They are giving things out into the world, so they are outgoing and can be direct in their action and way of being. The second astrological polarity is the Yin polarity, and this polarity includes the earth and water signs, which are Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces. These are considered to be the feminine signs. They are reactive, tend to be introverted, and prone to introspection. Yin signs tend to be receptive, indirect in their actions, passive, and tend to be withdrawn.